Hello guys and welcome everyone to today's edition of Setup Guiding and to today's edition of Low Fuel Motorsport. Guys, we are in the Vanwall Hypercar. We are at Watkins Glen, which is host for round one, or for better say for week one of the Low Fuel Motorsport season 10 here on rFactor 2. And we're about to get going straight away with a setup guide for this crazy machine. Max Riedmüller, thank you so much for your follow on the Twitch channel. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for your support. And well, we're gonna jump straight into the car setup. Obviously, we're gonna max out the fuel for the beginning. We will have to do a pit stop regardless. We're gonna put the car into qualifying mix just for maximum performance. And other than that, we just leave the stuff here as it is. We're checking the tire real quick. Soft, that looks good. Standard cambers. Nothing really to be said about here without further knowing. Interesting. So I guess that is back to the default then. Right. Dumpers, nothing I'm gonna change. I'll leave that as well. So straight out we go. First of all, as usual, important for us to get an idea. I have effed up with car selection. So quickly need to remove or reduce the car-specific FFB mold. I put Le Mans into the title. Oh no. It should have been Watkins Glen. Let me fix that at the next pit stop. Yeah. Yes, Gonzalo, I'm going to race the 7:30 race. Nathan, I will fix it. Anyway, first of all, making it out of pit road. And while going down the straight, we need a lot of seat. Noch ein Stück, kleines bisschen Musik noch, and here we are. So, that is probably a better seating position for me. Then we find out about the car, we find out about the balance, we find out about what it does, hopefully. As you can see, I have not done a single lap just yet. The Sports Car Championship has been leaned towards the American IMSA Sports Car Championship Series with the Hypercar, with the LMP2s, the GT3s. So that's going to be very nice to race. Actually, it's also very intriguing for me to just pick the Mercedes in the GT3 Cat and go for some racing. But I decided to go with the Hypercar for the moment. But I will appreciate the GT3s being available here over the GTEs. Surely it gives myself a little bit more of opportunity to do stuff. Some flying car parts there. Alright, we go for our first lap. Very much too late on the brakes. Oof. Not very nice from you. And the car is not very nice to drive at the minute either. It has some interesting swinging around. And I quite don't know where that's coming from. I have probably an idea. Seems like a toe issue in the back, but let's see. We have at least extensive tire wear in the rear. So that's a big no-no for the race, so we need to fix that. But first I need to get down to the rhythm of the track. I need to get up to speed, do a kind of flawless lap. In the sense of, yeah, not in the sense of knowing what the car will do when X and Y and Z and so on. The first lap is a 33.4. Can surely find a second. We would find it as well if we did not overshoot that apex again. Tires in the hypercar extremely sensitive, so they give you one, maybe a second fast lap, but then they are absolutely dropping, and you need to be 100% aware of that for sure. Trying to let the car rotate. I think for the race also it's very beneficial to underdrive the car a good chunk. So I think there is a bit too much traction control, a bit too little traction control. So we put up the slip angle for when the traction control starts interfering, and we also put up the power cut by a click, so that we get a more smooth power deploy on the rear. And you see this has an immediate effect on the delta here. So the car is still swinging weirdly in the back, thank you so much, when applying the throttle, but it rather stays stable to a certain extent, allowing us to at least improve by a tenth and a half. Earlier braking, goodness me, that understeer. Math Motorsport Fashion, hello, welcome. Pizzy Cap, hello, welcome as well. Alright, so we'll straight away fix that if that traction control. Oh, throwing away half a second. Mitchie. But this is now what I mean now that the tires are just starting to drop extensively. Alright, so we need to have a softer rear for sure. It needs to be able to handle better about these changes. So we are stopping the car. And we go into the setup screen straight away for the first fixes. So first of all, TC up a click. Can we change the gears? No, we can't. I need more rotation in the corner, so coast up. I need more stability on the axle, so power down, or the other way around. That is the first hint I'm going to give here. Then, okay, so the tone looks fine, but what is that anti-roll bar? We put it down to 92 at least. And about the toe in the back, I wanna go a bit more conservative there in the rear. Front is fine. I really need that. I need that turn in. I'll try and get down with a spring rate by one click at the front because I need that turn in. I'm not sure if the front is bottoming out. I leave that for the moment. And in order to help the front end, we adjust the dampers accordingly. like this. That should make the car more stable on the exit when picking up the power, and also help us with keeping the weight at the front. The titles. The titles. We want to change the titles, of course. Update titles. Do we do this? We can't do this because we're live or what? Glen. So, important ones. 8. Fixed, you can refresh the browser. Right, and we go back to the standard screen, so you guys are aware of what's going on. Let's see what this will get us in terms of improvement. Personally, I think we should get our first half a second, maybe even a full second out of performance now from the car. We got 45 minutes left for building a stronger setup. So we're trying about that for sure. And if the rear is just not snapping as bad as it used to do, then I think this is already a great step into the right direction. I'm a bit scared by that pace of Lewis there in P1, but I guess that might be qualifying trim indeed. You're welcome, David, that's why we're doing those. So you see the softer rear, the softer front makes the car more rotate, and the softer rear anti-roll bar makes the rear a lot more stable. It is still being interrupted by these shocks. Also the traction control on 5 has helped the car, especially in the back. Now we need to find what we can do regarding that rotation. But as long as the car rotates steadily and consistently like it seems doing, I may want to improve my audio here a bit. Like it seems doing, it starts getting dependable and trustable. So no snap on the curb anymore into the penultimate turn. Let's see if that stays like this. Let's see also if we're now able to get a better first apex. So a bit early on the brakes, a bit early on the turn-in. Well, I've not 100% hit it, but as you can see, it loads faster. So we certainly improved the corner ability of the car, or the cornering ability of the car. But we need to slice through a little bit of traffic here. Aye. Okay, that needs fixing, so we need more rake. Nathan, thank you so much. Really much appreciating the feedback. And also appreciating you enjoying the content that we do. I guess we're coming in for some improvement, but at the same time I also believe we need to do another lap or so. And can still improve that. Not sure even if we will improve this. Okay, so note to myself, it wasn't about the setup, it was just us about not going too wide on the exit. Anyway, 3/10 improvement. Let's see what the second lap got ready for us here. Much better on turn 1. Don't want to beach on that curb. Just taking away the momentum is more important in that car. To really have a good exit, a controlled exit to get the power down. Yes, the car is indeed awesome. I had great fun while racing in Le Mans last weekend. Bit too aggressive, so we need to find a way to ride these curbs better. getting the understeer. I kind of messing up that entry at all times. The setup later on will be available for sale on www.improveyourlaptime.com. I've already put the link of the setup shop into the description of the YouTube video. So we should have a huge gain through the penultimate turn now, since we don't interfere with the GT3 traffic. There goes up the delta. Into the final turn we go, taking away all the exit speeds and the jumping a couple of spots. Much better. Even thinking about opening the coast even further, just to assist the rotation when being on the brakes, because the car is extremely lazy on the front end and it needs literally all kind of rotation that is available. And if we can give it more rotation by opening up the coast, then I think that would be a smart thing to do. A line improvement through the bus stop chicken. Avoid that curb. Hanging up the inside, and you can push it on the exit. Car rotates awesomely, also over the rear axis. We of course later on need to do a long run to see how the tires, how the car behaves themselves on a longer run, how the wear balance is looking like, stuff like that. At the moment we're hunting for performance. Copy, copy. Yeah, Nathan, I'll try to upload it and publish it this evening still. Okay, so we're sitting first for the moment. Not sure what the other people are doing, but I'm confident because I got some good fuel in the car. About the red size, we're gonna close that a little bit just to minimize the drag. As we spoke, I want to open the coast. See if that gives me a little bit more rotation. On the brake bias, I want to go a few clicks further to the back, because I felt like when going into... I should switch the scenes. When I was going into the turns, the car was so lazy even while doing trail braking, so I want to assist the rotation a bit more by bringing back the brake bias to the rear. Also, I want to go a bit lower on the camber. I think this car's instability in the rear has a lot to do with the camber. Somehow it seems dancing on the camber and not really having a great contact patch. I know that the car can do even positive camber, I believe. No, at least 0. But I don't want to take it that extreme for the moment. 1.3, let's see how that improves the situation. I want to prevent the car from skidding over the curbs, so I raise it a bit in the front, give it a little bit of packers, and I want to give it a little bit more overall rotation, so I'm increasing the ride height. And I leave that for the moment. Rear wing 3 is the next thing I'm going to look at, whether we can put that to 0 even for maximum straight line speed, and also what this will get us track and lap time performance wise. Although I've already seen that at this stage already the rear tires are already heating up and being overly used, so that needs to be counteracted, of course. For how many years are you a pro sim racer? How long did it take you to get to the level? It's hard to say to answer the first question, because when is the point where you can call yourself a top sim racer? Let's word it like this way. In 2019 I got the equipment that you've seen being raced right here, right now, excluding a couple of upgrades in between the years. But September 19, or was it even 20? No, it was September 19 I got my high-end stuff here. That was surely the point of time where I stepped up the game. Before that, I was doing sim racing since 2005, so now for nearly 18 years. Which is the reason I deem myself reliable enough to do streams and setup guides, having a little bit of an idea of what I'm talking about. At least I'm pretending that. In the next couple of weeks, I will also publish a couple of Sim Racing Academy videos where we've had some coachings that we are allowed to publish to you guys, so you'll get more goodies and more stuff to learn from. But for the time being, we try getting the car into the shape for the race. 35 minutes to go for that. Yeah, car is a lot better now, a lot more pointy on the initial turn-in, despite the trail brake. The car has a V8, a Gibson engine from based on an LMP2, so you want to have it maximum RPM at all times to deliver maximum power. Look at this, the chicken has been taken much better. Now I have a little bit of high-speed understeer, which surely comes from the raise of the nose. But instead of just lowering the nose again, I'm more like, what if we decide to take away some rear wing here? Trying to go for some more straight line speed. Tomic, hello and welcome. Yeah, you can push the car, but it understeers a bit. Into the 31s we go. No, just about not. DK, thank you so much for your subscription on the YouTube channel. Appreciate it. Welcome. Could you share once your pedal setup? I guess you are using sprints. Yes, I am using sprints indeed, and they are pretty much stock configuration, besides some dead zones that I had to set. Much better. Now car needs to rotate and not wash out. It's still washed out. But you see that the turn-ins are a lot better on the car now. Everything we need to fix now is making sure that the rear is rotating well enough on exits. Gonzalo, you should be able to take the softs on the LMP2. So let's see how the wear balance is. If the wear balance is more towards the front, and this would be great, would really enable us to take away some clicks of rear wing. We are looking, stopping the car straight. Yeah, so a tiny bit more towards the front. I'm gonna just go full extreme and see what happens. So back to the garage we go. I try rear wing 0. Let's see what happens. Beyond that, I'm taking one click less right height, just to bring that front end just a little bit more back. And I think also the camber improved our situation by a good mile. So let's see what happens. No car should change tires at any pit stop here in this race, actually. 45 minutes is like no distance for any of these cars in terms of the tire wear. See how this goes. I hope that the car's still stable. Martin Vindis, hello, welcome. How you doing? Thank you for joining. Welcome to the setup guide and the race here in the Vanwall Hypercar. So let's see how is the balance over the chicken. Probably you should drive around that second apex a bit. You have to refuel, but you don't want to do a tire change. I feel like the rear wing doesn't change that balance at all. Let's see what it does about the top speed. So 50. Yeah, we had a bit better exit, but it's now going to be seen right on top here of the hill. What about the straight line speed or straight line performance? Yes. It's not low. Yeah, you want to dance a little bit around that curb. Just take it with half a tire or with half of the car and you'll be good. Shame. Kills the lap. Car's really relying on the traction control. So I'm gonna try putting up the camber even more, trying to see whether I can lean on the fronts. Because here there is this constant understeer. Rear stability is fine now to me. Hey Darius. You mean if I do gaming on the same PC? No. I have an office PC where I do the social media and the gaming stuff. If this part I certainly need more rotation. This is where the GT3 killed our lap last time around. Not even sure if I can bring these 210 into the finish because, let's face it, those tires are smoking away pretty bad. I'm not playing any Counter-Strike. Okay, so more changes to the car, and we have a quick look also about the registration for the race while we're loading into the pits. So we have a quick look. Oh, damn it. Michi, stop misclicking yourself. There we go. 21 people registered. We have 4 drivers here in the Hypercar, which is great. So we keep working on the setup a bit. I am trying a bit more brake bias to the back still. And as I said, I will go higher with the camber. I just want to see what happens really. And then I guess I can take a few clicks on the preload that will enable the mobility and the rotation of the car just that little bit more. Yes, this is a preparation for LFM for sure. We're going to do that race starting in 25 minutes, or that event. And we will face Gilchinski, who is currently here on the server, and Kaufmann. I have seen that name somewhere here on the server. Ah, he's in 28th. So let's see what this car is then able to do and how it rotates. This car rotated too much on the exit. Whee! Excuse the Spinala. Oh yeah. I feel some enhanced turning on the front. I'm just not really sure if that is lasting for longer than a lap. And also, did I lose the car into the chicken because of the brake bias? Probably be rather safe than sorry and go click back forwards again with it. But I want to give it a try sincerely. Mate, you can't park there. Oof. Hey Timmy, how you doing? So as far as I can see, this actually makes the thing not better. Okay, so we try it the other way around. Could be a same issue with the camber on the front axis. So we have a look and putting that back to, not back to normal, but let's see what happens at 2. I go a bit up with the front, with the brake blanking. Other than that, just start the lap. No, there's only the Vanwall Hypercar. So I'm again of the opinion that I need more rake. First gear's probably overdone. Ah, that curb. Thank you. They are not popped at all, no. So here is a point where I'm like, okay, power cut 4 on the TC again. Going up the hill, it's really been cut off there. Yeah, so I need a bit more rake. With more rake, I'll have more rotation and more turning momentum in the car. That's what we need for sure. It is generally speaking a bit too understeery, so what I'm trying to do now is first of all giving you a few. This is looking good. The power cut on 4 as we said. I'm giving this a few more clicks here. And I could imagine a click more on the toe in will help the rear as well. Not really sure what to do with the front, because front felt nice most of the time. But then when I'm talking about the chicken, the fast chicken, then I think could have a little bit more front end performance there. Anyway, guys, if you appreciate setup guides, if you appreciate content around rFactor 2 and low fuel motorsport, then please have a follow on Twitch, have a subscription on the YouTube channel if you haven't done already. I would massively appreciate you guys' support there. So, a bit more rake. What does it do with the car and the front and everything? Maybe even thinking about opening the power diff a click again. Because I feel like as soon as I go in the power, some understeer kicks in. Thank you, Laurie. Much appreciated for the like on the video. PT Challenge this Saturday. We got the Virtual Endurance Championship with 1,000 miles on Sebring in the Cadillac DPI Hypercar. Then the week after we got a 24 hours of Paul Ricard on Assetto Corsa Competizione. And at the end of April we got the IndyCar series back again with round 3 at Barber Motorsports Car. That is Motorsports Park, not car. That is the plan for the moment. Yes, very good, very nice. As I said, don't want to touchy the curb there on the exit. Much faster to stay off it, or just drive on it with the tires, but not with the car. So, more rake means less top speed, you can see that. Straight in the straight line performance, brilliant through the chicken though. And now I get actually scared that that 130 that we saw is actually race fuel. And not qualifying simulation. That would be absolutely mental. Very important for this car is to also have a straight exit. Or a straightened up exit. Oh damn it, I lucked the apex in the final turn and that will eat up all the delta. Very good, very nice. Oh my god, okay. More rotation we need. More rotación. Right, so to the car we look. 80 it is. And I will also give it a power coast, the power diff. And then we see if the car finally got that kind of rotation that I need from it. The thing is, right now I'm obviously hunting one lap performance, but I need this one lap performance to determine the general possibility of the car. And then I have like 15 minutes. Actually, I should hunt for a single lap performance right now. And then try to go into a little bit of a long run, seeing how we need to treat that car, treat that tires. What needs to be said is that the Hypercar has incredible slipstream and draft on other hypercars, which makes it some very interesting racing machine. So will the car now rotate on the throttle better? A tiny bit, I'd say. At least it doesn't start understeering as bad as before when going onto the power. So here up the hill in this turn 8, the traction control is interfering hard with the power deploy on the exit up the hill. So that's where I say you need a straight exit. The straighter the exit, the better the power out of the turn is. This car has no hybrids. It is one of these hypercars that have no hybrids, hybrid system. Alright, let's see. Missing the apex has never helped. Now we beach on that curb. Very good, very nice, Michi. You're told you shouldn't beach on the curb, and the next lap you beach on the curb. You're so good. Oh, let's see if I can hit that chicane the same way again. Probably not. Oh, could have been worse. Yeah, okay, I missed to introduce the rotation beforehand. This is a bit stronger now. Messed that one up. As a matter of fact, it didn't feel like a big improvement, so what if I rather want to close the diff? Sometimes we do a little bit trial and error here and there, yes. It's part of the game. I'm a bit scared actually from restarting rFactor 2 again. So I hope I can just stay in the main menu and it will connect me to the race server. Oh, look at this traffic jam. No issues, but you know, if I close rFactor 2 now, it might just start updating. And that's obviously not what I want. No, I have not tried that yet. We misjudged the braking point. Very good, very great, very nice. Yeah, sometimes you just need to do it. I don't really know how to think about the diff. I'm leaning towards having it just that way I currently have it and just leaving it like that. Although on the entry I surely... Ooh. Oh my god. I surely need some more rotation. So... I'm gonna put up the slow bump. And another click up by those two. I show you. So I clicked down the slow bump, I clicked up the slow rebound, and in the back I did go lower with a slow rebound and I go up with a bump. Let's see what this does to the car then. Went now even softer with the suspension. Post diff lower, yes, to improve the entry rotation. The car's not just as assistant on the entry as it is, then I have a much easier life getting the overall rotation carried through the corner. And an opened diff on the entry, which loosens the rear, helps with that. So I went full soft suspension. The problem with this car is I don't feel it has any roll whatsoever. So that is a bit of an issue. And now I feel like there's just even more understeer with the soft suspension. Maybe I'm just gonna go up those clicks again. Just write me an email to simracing@michi-hoyer.com. Name the car you want to run, name the track you want to run, and the focus areas where you want to work on. Sorry about that. F. Very annoying. Can't even determine this setup change now due to this traffic. Well, here this just feels like plain understeer. What the bonk? We can do some Motec only session. I'm just myself not too deeply down with Motec most of the time. Let's go back with this one then. If those setup changes feel that way. Let's see if we even need a stiffer suspension for a better car. Mechanical control. Ooh, we got 3 minutes. We better do a quack out lap and a quack fast lap. And then we run onto that server. So I'm gonna go for this one last lap. I guess we can agree it's not a perfect lap. Or somehow it seems quicker. Suspension at least feels a lot more controlled. Letting the car go in the exit. Not missing the exit is a great one. And then we go with a low. 31. I'll just take this now. We save it. Save. LFM Watkins Glen. Vanwall MH10. Save setup. Go main menu and click the race button here. We have 5 hypercars. Let's go. Yes, it's running. Drive. Great. Here we go. Ui. So here we are. What do we have here? 3 minutes left. Or not 3 minutes left. Probably less than 3 minutes left. But I'ma just go with the setup. Put low fuel. Other way around. Here we go. Headlights on. Just want to feel what the car's doing in low fuel then. Hey Sarah, how you doing? Thank you so much. Really much appreciated. Welcome to the stream. Much lower grip, of course. Kinda forgot about that. Right. So I need my calc. Bear with me. Later. Here we go. So, and then I think it's private qualifying, so that would be great. $10 to do the job. Seat. We put in the seat. Are you guys being supplied? Yes, you are supplied with the with the overlays. Looking good, looking great. Oh, 6 seconds till qualifying goes. Means we will do perfectly going out on the track here. The big issue with the car is the draft is so enormous. Can't wait for the people just to follow. Like, if I get pole, I can't just wait for the people to follow me into this chicken here. Good. This is not good either. Very low grip. Let's see. I think I completely bottled that part. I'm afraid only lap time will tell in the end. TC off for assistance. I bottled surely that part. Pretend, I guess. Oh my god. Oof. That was no good lap. I lost so much time, really. So mid-30s it is what we need. And then as expected, Ilchinski close, probably Katao close in the end. Joachim Andreasen. Can't remember if he's one of that TK Esport guys. Then he would need to do faster lap time than what he's doing there. Anyway, we try to fix our own stuff now. Headlights on. No vision I had. Just not so OP lap. This car is using the tires in such a weird way. Like, you put it maximum camber and it's still the outer part of the tire that is being heated up when going through the turns. I don't quite get this. So let's see our second attempt then. Much better than in the lap before. So there were these 3/10 from the right-hander. Bit more controlled way through the final turn. And we're coming across the line with a 130.4. Looking good, looking strong. 3 minutes to go. We can a short chill pill. In the meanwhile, have a quick calc going on. So 45 times 60. We're doing probably 32s. Is a 29 lap race. So 29 laps we plan. Ilczynski, what is his PB? His VPB 30.9. Well, don't underestimate the people. You've seen it happening a lot. So we want to make sure to not do this. And I also don't underestimate the ticking time, so that we can start our last attempt. I hope we don't need it, but we will see. It's a good qualifying session though, regardless of the outcome. You mean with the GT3s? Yep. Yeah, there's a couple of esports people here. Tokarev, Shelik, and the Sec P2 on the GT. Then Nicolini in the LMP2. So I think if anything I got 1/10 in this particular turn right here. Anything else is... I'm not really sure what to do. Or what else to do. Apart from running white here, of course. That was surely the unsmartest thing to do. So, 2/10 back, once we're coming up to the chicken. Probably even further than that. Ilchinski with a PB close to our optimal. The track has rubbered up though. I'll say it like this. We kind of need to improve. Oh my god. We won't improve. But Gilchinski's middle sector was as good as ours just right here. Then this lovely corner, we F it up. 5/10. Shows at least what we have lost in this one last lap around. A 10th, as expected. Yeah, quite gets the point though. So we can do 29s, I guess, on this track. Crazy. Absolutely mental. Okay, we're fueling up the car. And for the formation lap, of course, safety car mix. I'm not going to do further changes. I'll just keep the balance as it is and hope for the best. So Tokarev improved another 3/10. So this is exactly what I mean. It's like a crazy track development out there. So 2 minutes warm-up session. We gladly take it. Headlights on. I don't think I have an issue with the night race here. I might have an issue with Gilchinski in my draft, in my slipstream, if he can keep up with me. Because that would mean like I'm carrying him around the circuit, giving him a free draft and free possibility to save fuel, which might be vital when it comes to the pit stop and stuff. Oh no. Unlucky there in the back. Okay, so 29 times 3.3 minus 70. What? We need to fuel for 26 liters. There's like nothing. Needs to be redetermined during the race. But for the time being, we enjoy the grid. You guys will enjoy the driver's box on the overlay. And once again, guys, if you appreciate our content, if you appreciate the stream and the setup guide, then please have a follow on Twitch, subscribe us on the YouTube channel, help us grow in this community. That would be massively appreciated. So we have Nicolini on the mediums. No one in our class on the soft, which is kinda as expected. And then you see how this goes. 45-minute race. Looking forwards. I hope you do too. So this will also be the ultimate test for the setup. Oh. Coming directly out of pit road, interesting. In the left lane. Thank you, Vindis, appreciate it. So, I was about to say, this will be also the ultimate test for the setup that we just built, whether it will hold on in the race. I will also be able to give you some further information on what you probably need to do with the car in order to have it running good, in order to have it running well over the entire distance. We will see how that goes. The safety car is rather quack. So am I now allowed to drop back from the safety car because the lights turned off? Oh, I don't think so. rFactor 2 might still say, you are driving too slow, warning. Oh, we needed to warm them brakes. Oh, watch out for the draft. What was a bit shit, obviously, is the fact that we're running the first time in the night. No chance to give this a proper test before in the practice session, as this was daytime. So we're already trying to nose the tires a bit here. These tires will drop anyway, and they will drop pretty bad, I can tell you. But that is not due to the setup, that is due to the way the tire model is. So be advised on this one. There you go. So Gilchinski is sitting in the draft. So he's running more rear wing seemingly. I need to just escape a little further. And not slide the rear that bad. But yeah, that is what we need in terms of gap. Gap is now a second roughly. That is no good. Oh yeah, my engine might not make it. If oh, I'm gonna adjust the cooling for you guys. Before I upload the setup, no worries. Yeah, but I can control it a little bit with RPM. It just goes to 120 for once. I'm just not sure how much I'm burning the engine with that. But regardless, we can't fix this now. Ay, 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 ay. Michi, what are you doing? Nice. This GT3 is straight expensive. Regarding the traffic. Ah, I don't like this. Someone died. Oh, here comes the traffic. And our first big time loss. Amazing. Yeah, sadly this can be decisive in a tight race. I don't know where I could have gone different with that Mercedes. Can't believe it. Like, once again, I'm being unlucky with the traffic. Like, 7/10 is exactly the draft that he needs. And then look at this. There's a guy without headlights. Loving it. And here we are. Kilchinski right on our rear wing, and this is the last thing that we needed in this race. Because now he's just sitting in the draft, saving the fuel, and having a very easy life. Saving that fuel and following us without losing any time whatsoever. And at the same time, I'm burning my engine here. So yes, this was very aggressive, but very much necessary for our race strategy. Hmm. Fake. Why the fuck do I always hit them into the corners? Into the apexes, like straight right there. Got to Koczynski now, 2 seconds, this is good. Yeah, I'm taking it seriously easy with the engine. I'm not sure how much in trouble I am regarding the temperature. But I guess saving it a bit won't hurt. $30 to go. Hey, shit. Wait. So good. I'm braking too early into turn 1. Oh my god. I need to quickly fix this. I lost sight of the braking point, really. So this might be the difference in terms of one lap pace, but durability on tire life and car performance. To me, and I'm not really pushing the car too hard, but I have a little bit of the feeling that Gilchinski's car at this stage is a tad faster. Besides him probably not doing the silly mistakes that I'm doing. Why is there always yellow here? Yeah, he is certainly faster. Safe to say that LFM is the best thing that have ever happened to rFactor 2. So it's just a very great platform. So here we go again with the shenanigans. Can't wait to hit that Aston Martin right into the braking zone again. That's a great thing, he then kind of jumps out of the way. Gilchinski. So I need to place my hope on the Porsche. Nice, no hope. And I need to push harder. Nothing I can do. There's a no save on the engine then. Here comes the high oil temperature. Well, soon. Oh, not good, Michi. Couldn't do this with the tire. Eight. This is gonna hurt me hard. Lucky me. It has hurt him harder. Oh, I need to think about this. I've got fuel for 7 laps. And I think the race is 29, is it? Could someone calculate that for me? I think it's 29 in total. As exactly 15 laps from here on, yeah. So 29 is confirmed, I guess. And we are boxing lap 20. Oh, shit. Mitchie, the hell? Oh no, oh no, no, no. No. Yeah, watch out for Gurchinski taking the lead now. I was super lucky. But of course, like, I'm not opening the way just for me, also for him. Yeah, as I like whining on the stream. Very much aware of that. Emit. Yeah, giga traffic, hyper traffic, call it whatever you want. Just too much. I think the McLaren 720S or the Aston should be good beginner cars. If you want to have it more understeery on the exit, you can also take the Mercedes. Jane Simoncic has also picked the Mercedes, and yeah, we didn't want to go all in for the Ferrari. So Jane said he's going to drive the Mercedes because it requires a different driving style. So he wanted to learn on it, and I was like, you know what, I don't want to make you suffer alone, so I join you. Here we are, the Mercedes boys. Oh, that's good though. And Gilchinski is struggling the same way. Sometimes it just clicks in the corners, sometimes it doesn't. Tire wear was high, really high. So as much as I was pushing, I had to preserve the tires as much as I could and keep them in check. Wasn't particularly easy. But, oh well. Oh, Gilchinski is out for another lap, and this could cost us hard. Especially with my pit entry. I think there is a chance that I even sped. Thankfully I did not. But of course, we have a high oil temp. And we have a nice traffic. I'm so sorry. That was pretty reckless. I agree with that. But I need to obtain the lead. So the gap was 1.5. I surely lost half a second in the pit entry alone. Gilchinski will have at least 1 second shorter pit stop time because of less refueling. And you will have the undercut on me, or the overcut. So, between you and me, I think I'm pretty fucked. And then I need to hope I rejoin him right into the draft. So that I can make a move. He's still in pit road. I might just make it. Where is he? 3.5 seconds back? What? What has he done now? And now I'm scared of having a underfueled maybe. But I think I came on 29 laps, no? And now that he has taken the correct amount of fuel, guys, can we have a remaining lap counts on the line, please? I have roughly fuel left for 8 laps. At max. But this is not even close. What is that BMW doing? We're doing 93s, so 1 minute and 33. 10 minutes to go. I think it should be 7 laps. I got fuel for 7.3. So 600 by 93, 6.5, yeah, 7 laps. I keep my ear. I thought for a moment I fucked up. Oh, but if I keep driving like this, then I'm seriously going to F up. So guys, if you appreciate the race, please then have a like on the video, have a follow on Twitch, subscribers there on the YouTube channel, please. And support our channel, that would be massively appreciated. About the race setup, I'm going to change the cooling to a click higher, and then it's going to be uploaded onto www.improveyourlaptime.com, your rFactor 2 dedicated setup shop for setups around LFM and other series. Also, this is the point where you can book some coaching together with our colleagues, Fabian Ruth. He's a track engineer and he is there for coaching. And of course, if you appreciate the coaching from my end though, then write me an email with we're at simracing@michi-hoyer.com. Note down the car you want to do the practice on, or the coaching on, the track you want to get coached on, and the topic, the key area you feel like you need some work and help. Mail that to simracing@michi-hoyer.com, and make sure to send available hours as well, so that we can find an appointment and a date. And as we're coming across the start finish line for 7 minutes to go behind the Porsche. And we get the Beamer, yes we can, 2.5 seconds gap to Goczynski. Ultra wide because much easier on the hardware and absolutely sufficient for racing. If you got a little bit of a peripheral view and an idea what's happening around you. What are you doing? Stay on your freaking racing line. Jesus Christ. I do not know how often I still need to tell you, in a lower class car at all the time, you have to stay on the line. It is my responsibility to find my way around you safely, so don't jump out of the way, you're just gonna cause collisions with that. Period. I still like doing that tutorial video, but I already did it. It's already out there on the channel, where I go 11 minutes nuts about slower class cars not holding the racing line. It causes serious incidents. I am not kidding. It is extremely dangerous if you not stay on your racing line as being a slower class car. I'm not sure if I will do more races today. If I will do more racing today, Then we're going to take out the Chevrolet DPI Hypercar. Not the Chevrolet, the Cadillac DPI Hypercar around Sebring, because that is host. Because that is host for the 1,000 miles of Sebring this upcoming weekend. So we need to get some practice there. Yeah, it happens even in VEC, but it's clearly in the rule, slower class cars to stay on the racing line at all times. It is clearly written there, and it's written there for a reason, for a good reason. It's the responsibility of me, of the faster class cars, to find a way around the slower class cars, not the other way around. If you are the only one dancing off the racing line, and I plow into you, I simply do that because 29 people do it different, but you. And I don't mean that as an excuse, it's just, you need to be dependable, you need to be calculatable, and you can only be calculatable if we agree on a rule. It's like being on the main road or on a side street. You have to give way to the people on the main road in the standard road course traffic. There is a reason for it, because if one guy thinks, oh no, I'ma just stop on the main road to leave the guys in on the side road, then there are pileups. It's as simple as that. It's the parallelity between those two worlds, actually. Grand mode off. So I wonder how many people will even pick the Hypercar for a race, because I think the car is seriously hard to drive. It is super enjoyable to drive. I think it drives better than the Cadillac DPI. The Cadillac is just a forklift all over the place. This one is forklifting as well a little bit, but not as severe. It is different. It is somehow easier to control, easier to manage. And the setup is much more adjustable is the wrong word, because it's not. But like the car reacts so much more in the setup, and with a proper setup, the car is actually driving like a car, not like that. Well, I nearly said the BI, word. Like that we saw on lap 1 when starting the stream. Like on lap 1 with the default setup, this is the problem with this car. This car has probably one of the worst default setups ever made in rFactor 2 history for a single car. Not gonna lie. It is probably by far the worst combination of it. A tricky car with probably good physics, but a horrendous, an absolute horrendous baseline setup. And one should probably lobby for rFactor 2 to change that. Because if they make the setup... I mean, of course, they don't want to provide out-of-the-box great, perfect setup, but... but this car, maybe they want to do that. Because otherwise, it's going to be not used. Ed Studio 397. Fix it! As we're about to go onto the final lap in a couple of corners. The engine has held up so far, so we hope it survives that final minute as well. We're not pushing it as hard anymore. And to be honest, the car would also appreciate a bit stronger brakes, I'm afraid. But that is just minor things. Anyway, guys, also, if you're watching this as a video on demand, if you want to have any feedback to this, if you have tested the setup and want to have feedback on it, please put it down here in the comments area below under this video. I would absolutely appreciate the feedback, whether that is on the stream itself or whether that is on the setup later on. But I'd massively appreciate a comment from you guys there and some feedback so that I can improve in the future. Not to say, LFM already BOP'd the LMPs, but as you can see, it's not particularly easy to just, like, it's not like you're coming and you're overtaking them. They have still some serious power, some serious performance. Yeah, at least a drivable setup should probably be provided. Anyway, 2 more corners to go. 2 seconds of gap. Perfect. Well managed. One's left. One's right. And across the line we go to take victory in the first race of the season in the Sports Car Championship. So I am planning, and in planning I mean I intend to run every week of this series. At least 1 race a week in this car. I'm not sure if I can deliver that. It is my wish to do it, but I can see some appointments coming up in the near future that might occupy me too much. So yeah. Anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for this one. That's gonna probably also do it for tonight. I really appreciate your time and I really appreciate your attendance. I will upload the setup to our setup shop and shoot it live soon so that you can enjoy it this week still here in Watkins Glen. I think it should be drivable. If anything, you can lower, I think, the rear anti-roll bar by a click still, or the rear suspension corner spring if you need more drivability on the back. But yeah, I don't think it will be necessary. And Andrew, by forklift, I mean, yeah, it feels like that you turn in and the rear just goes around, and instead of steering the car like this, the front end is fixed and the rear is like swinging around through the corners. So that is what I consider a forklift. Lol. So I guess we're gonna have a look at the results and at the points. And then we quickly fix the setup. Well, first we fix the setup, then we look at the points. They are around then yet. Vindis, as I said, it might be a late stream tonight, looking at 10 PM around Sebring, perhaps. But it might also be no further stream today at all. So, red size 75. Qualification mix. Save. Yeah. So, that's... see, we need 30 liters. Great. So that is saved. That is good. That's gonna go and sail tonight. I hope I will straight away do it. Yeah, guys, I thank you again for your spectating. Thank you so much for being here. Hope you have enjoyed the stream. And while we are waiting for the results, let me see, are the results already there? Oof, 17. Oh my god. I have too many notifications here. Let me see. So that was for Sunday. Great. What are those other emails that just participated 50 races? Mark all as red, please. Thank you. So we click to the page. We go to the Sports Car Championship and we are checking the results. Please reload. Germans, all the Germans in the hypercars. And one Danish guy. Well, the race result is not up yet. So, guys, we're going to call it a stream. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your patience. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I will take care about the setup, load it up, and then we'll update the link here in the comments area below so that you guys can just come back to this video, have a click on the link, buy the setup, use the setup, and then come back for even more comments and feedback on the setup and what you think should still be improved. Guys, thank you for your time. Thank you for your evening. Have a good one, everyone. See you. Bye-bye.